If you're over 60 and your knees feel stiff every morning, this might shock you. It's not just age, and what you're doing to try to help might actually be making it worse. Before we dive in, if you're someone who's been dealing with knee stiffness and you're looking for natural solutions that actually work, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our weekly wellness tips. Trust me, what I'm about to share with you could change how your knees feel every single day. Most people think knee stiffness is just something you have to live with as you get older. They baby their knees, avoid movement, and hope the problem goes away on its own. Let me ask you something. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you been told to just rest your knees when they feel stiff? I see this advice given all the time, and it breaks my heart because it's actually making the problem worse. Here's what research shows us. When you stop moving your knees regularly, the synovial fluid, that's the natural lubricant that keeps your joints moving smoothly, actually starts to thicken. It's like motor oil that's been sitting in your garage all winter. The fluid becomes sluggish, sticky, and less effective at protecting your joints. Think about how your knees feel when you first get out of bed in the morning. That stiffness, that feeling like your joints are locked up, that's your body telling you something important. The fluid in your knee joints needs movement to stay thin and effective. Without it, every step becomes harder, every stair becomes a challenge, and simple activities like gardening or getting up from your favorite chair start feeling impossible. If this sounds familiar to you, give this video a thumbs up so I know you're dealing with this too. You're definitely not alone in this struggle. Here's the problem most people miss. They think rest is the answer, but rest, without the right kind of gentle movement, actually makes joint stiffness worse. Your knees are designed to move. When they don't, the muscles around them weaken, the joint capsule tightens up, and that morning stiffness starts lasting longer and longer throughout the day. Let me paint you a picture of what's really happening inside your knee joint. Imagine your knee as a well-oiled machine. When you move regularly, that synovial fluid I mentioned circulates freely, carrying nutrients to your cartilage and washing away waste products. But when you stay still for too long, it's like that machine starts to rust. The fluid gets thick and sluggish, your cartilage doesn't get the nutrition it needs, and inflammation can start to build up. Studies have found that people who do gentle, regular knee exercises maintain better joint function well into their 80s and 90s. The key isn't avoiding movement, it's choosing the right movements that support your joints instead of straining them. Now, I want to ask you something. In the comments below, tell me what's the hardest part of your day when it comes to knee stiffness. Is it getting out of bed in the morning, climbing stairs, getting up from a low chair? I read every single comment, and understanding your specific challenges helps me create better content for you. The truth is, there's a difference between harmful movement and healing movement. Harmful movement might be high-impact activities that jar your joints, like running on concrete or doing deep squats when your knees aren't ready for them. Healing movement, on the other hand, is gentle, controlled, and designed to nourish your joints rather than stress them. Here is something that might surprise you. A study published in the Journal of Rheumatology followed people over 60 with knee stiffness for 2 years. The group that did gentle daily exercises not only maintained their mobility, but actually improved their knee function over time. Meanwhile, the group that avoided movement, because they were afraid of making things worse, saw their stiffness and pain increase significantly. This tells us something powerful. Your knees don't want to be babied. They want to be gently challenged and lovingly cared for through appropriate movement. Now, let me share with you 7 simple exercises that can help restore your natural knee movement. These don't require any equipment. You can do them right in your living room, and they take less than 10 minutes a day. But before we start, if you're finding this information helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps me know that this content is making a difference in your life. Firstly, we start with ankle pumps while seated. This might seem too simple, but trust me, this exercise is laying the foundation for everything else we're going to do. Sit comfortably in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Simply lift your toes up toward your shins, hold for 2 seconds, then point them down toward the floor. This gets the blood flowing and gently warms up the whole leg. Do this 10 times with each foot. What this does is activate the muscles that support your knees from below, creating a foundation for better movement. Think of your legs as a chain. If your ankles aren't moving well, that stiffness travels up to your knees. By getting your ankles moving first, you're preparing your entire leg for better function. Have you ever noticed how your knees feel different when you've been sitting for a long time versus when you've been gently moving around? Drop a comment and let me know if you've experienced this difference. Secondly, try seated knee extensions. While still sitting, slowly straighten one leg out in front of you, hold it for 5 seconds, then lower it back down slowly. The key here is control, not speed. This strengthens your quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thigh that help stabilize your kneecap. Start with 5 repetitions on each leg and work up to 10 as you get stronger. Here's why this exercise is so important. Your quadriceps muscles are like the shock absorbers for your knees. When they're weak, every step sends more force directly into your knee joint. When they're strong, they protect your knees by absorbing that impact. You might feel these muscles working as you do this exercise, and that's exactly what we want. If you're doing this exercise right now as you watch, pause the video and give it a try. Then come back and tell me in the comments how it felt. Did you feel those muscles working? Thirdly, we move to heel slides. Lie down on your bed or on a carpeted floor. Slide one heel slowly toward your buttocks, bending your knee as far as feels comfortable, then slide it back to straight. This gentle movement helps maintain the natural range of motion in your knee joint. The sliding motion is smooth and controlled, never forced. Do this 8 times with each leg. This exercise is particularly important because it addresses one of the main problems with knee stiffness, which is loss of flexibility. When your knee doesn't bend and straighten through its full range regularly, the joint capsule starts to tighten up like a rubber band that's been left in a drawer for too long. These heel slides help keep that capsule flexible and your knee moving freely. The beauty of this exercise is that you're working with gravity, not against it. The weight of your leg naturally helps the movement, making it comfortable and effective, even if you're dealing with significant stiffness. Now, I want to pause here and ask you something. Have you tried any knee exercises before that made your knees feel worse instead of better? Tell me about it in the comments. Understanding what hasn't worked for you helps me explain why these exercises are different. Fourthly, practice wall sits, but modified for comfort. Stand with your back against a wall and slowly slide down just a few inches, like you're starting to sit in an invisible chair. Hold this position for 10 seconds, then slide back up. This isn't about how low you can go, it's about strengthening the muscles that support your knees in a safe, controlled way. As you get stronger, you can hold the position a little longer. What makes this exercise so effective is that it strengthens multiple muscle groups at once. Your quadriceps, glutes, and even your core muscles all work together to support your knees. It's like getting a full lower body workout in one simple movement. The key is to start small. Don't worry about sliding down very far. Even a few inches of movement will start building strength. Remember, we're building a foundation here, not trying to set any records. If you haven't subscribed yet, now would be a great time to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I share practical health tips like these every week, and I'd love to have you as part of our inspired living community. Fifthly, try standing calf raises. Hold onto a chair or a counter for balance, rise up onto your toes, hold for 3 seconds, then lower down slowly. This strengthens your calves and improves the circulation that feeds your knee joints. Strong calves take pressure off your knees when you walk. Start with 8 raises and build up gradually. Here's something most people don't realize. Your calf muscles act like a pump for your circulation. Every time you contract them, you're helping push blood back up toward your heart. And this improved circulation brings fresh nutrients to your knee joints, while carrying away waste products that can contribute to stiffness and inflammation. When you're doing calf raises, you might notice that your balance improves over time too. This is crucial because better balance means less risk of falls and less strain on your knees during daily activities. Tell me in the comments, how's your balance these days? Do you feel steady on your feet, or do you sometimes feel a bit wobbly? Your honest feedback helps me understand what challenges you're facing. Sixthly, we work on gentle marching in place. While holding onto something sturdy for balance, lift one knee up toward your chest, just as high as feels comfortable, then lower it down and repeat with the other leg. This mimics the natural walking motion and keeps your knees moving through their full range. The key is smooth, controlled movement, not height or speed. This exercise is particularly valuable because it combines strength, flexibility, and balance all in one movement. You're strengthening your hip flexors, which help lift your leg, while also improving the coordination between all the muscles that support your knees. Many people find that after doing this exercise regularly for a few weeks, their walking becomes more comfortable and they feel more confident on their feet. The movement pattern you're practicing here directly translates to easier, more comfortable walking in your daily life. I'm curious, when you walk, do you ever feel like your knees are stiff or that your steps are shorter than they used to be? This is something I hear about a lot, so please share your experience in the comments. Seventhly, finish with seated hamstring stretches. Sit on the edge of a chair, extend one leg straight out in front of you with your heel on the floor and toes pointing up. Gently lean forward from your hips until you feel a mild stretch in the back of your thigh. Hold for 20 seconds, then switch legs. Flexible hamstrings take pressure off your knee joints and improve your walking stride. This final exercise is crucial because tight hamstrings can pull on your knee joint and contribute to stiffness and discomfort. When your hamstrings are flexible, your knees can move more freely, and you'll find that activities like walking, climbing stairs, and getting in and out of chairs become much easier. The key with stretching is patience and consistency. You won't see dramatic changes overnight, but if you do this gentle stretch daily, you'll gradually notice your legs feeling looser and your knees moving more freely. Now, here's what I love about this complete routine. Each exercise builds on the previous one, creating a comprehensive program that addresses all aspects of knee health. You're improving circulation, building strength, maintaining flexibility, and enhancing balance all at the same time. If you're enjoying this content and finding it helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps other people who are dealing with knee stiffness find this information. The beautiful thing about these exercises is that they work with your body's natural healing ability. Research shows that gentle, consistent movement stimulates the production of that synovial fluid I mentioned earlier. It's like your body's own natural oil change for your joints. Every time you move your knees through these exercises, you're essentially giving them a mini massage and nutrition boost. You don't need to do all 7 exercises every day. Start with the ones that feel most comfortable and gradually add others as your strength and flexibility improve. The most important thing is consistency. Even 5 minutes of gentle movement is better than 30 minutes once a week. Let me share something important about expectations. Many people start noticing less morning stiffness within just a few days of beginning these exercises. Your knees start moving more freely, stairs become easier, and those daily activities you love, like walking in the garden or playing with grandchildren, become enjoyable again instead of painful. But here's the thing, Everyone's timeline is different. Some people feel improvements quickly, while others need a few weeks to notice significant changes. The key is to be patient with yourself and trust the process. I want to address something that worries a lot of people. What if these exercises cause pain? Here's the rule I want you to follow. You should never feel sharp, shooting pain during these exercises. You might feel some muscle fatigue, especially in exercises like the wall sits or calf raises, and that's normal. You might feel a gentle stretch in the hamstring exercise, and that's good. But if you feel pain in your knee joint itself, stop that exercise and try a gentler version. Pain is your body's way of saying something isn't right. Muscle fatigue and gentle stretching sensations are your body's way of saying you're making positive changes. Learn to tell the difference and always listen to your body. Now, I want to share a story that might inspire you. I received a comment from a viewer named Margaret, who's 68 years old. She told me that she had been avoiding stairs for months because her knees were so stiff and painful. She started doing these exercises, and within 3 weeks, she was not only climbing stairs again, but had started taking evening walks with her husband for the first time in years. What I love about Margaret's story is that she didn't try to do everything at once. She started with just 3 exercises and did them consistently every day. As she got stronger and more confident, she added the other exercises. That's exactly the approach I recommend to you. If you're finding value in this information, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to Inspired Living and hit that notification bell. I share practical wellness tips like these every week, always based on research and designed to help you live your best life at any age. Remember, you're not stuck with stiff knees just because you're over 60. Your body has an amazing ability to adapt and improve at any age when you give it the right kind of support. These exercises aren't about turning back the clock. They're about helping your knees work better today and tomorrow. Here's something I want you to understand deeply. Aging doesn't mean accepting pain and limitation. It means being smarter about how you care for your body. These exercises represent that smarter approach. They're gentle enough to be safe, effective enough to create real change, and simple enough to fit into your daily routine. The research is clear on this. People who stay active in appropriate ways maintain better joint function, better balance, better strength, and better overall quality of life as they age. You have the power to influence how you feel and how well you move regardless of your age. Now here's what I want you to do. Try just 3 of these exercises today. Pick the ones that feel most comfortable for you. Do them gently, listen to your body, and pay attention to how your knees feel over the next few days. I'd love to hear about your experience, so leave a comment and let me know which exercises worked best for you. Are you going to start with the seated exercises, or do you want to try the standing ones first? Tell me your plan in the comments. Also, if you have friends or family members who are dealing with knee stiffness, please share this video with them. Sometimes the best gift we can give someone is information that can help them feel better and move more comfortably. Before you go, I want you to know that this is just the beginning. If you found this helpful and want more natural ways to support your health as you age, make sure you're subscribed to Inspired Living with notifications turned on. We share practical, research-backed wellness tips every week that work with your body, not against it. Your best years don't have to be behind you, they can be right ahead of you, starting with small steps, like these 7 simple exercises for healthier, more comfortable knees. Take care of yourself, be patient with your progress, and remember that every small step you take toward better health is a victory worth celebrating. I'll see you in the next video, and I can't wait to hear about your progress in the comments below.